Take a look at the scoreboard here. Actually, let's take a look at the rosters if we can for just a brief moment because I want you guys to know where all the teams are sitting at. Of course, we have the German Empire facing off against the United Kingdom. So we'll take a look at the scoreboard in a little bit. But in the meantime, though, let's talk about this gameplay. And here also, by the way, is the spectator mode, what you guys used to if you had played Battlefield 4, if you played Battlefield Hardline. And, of course, our great guys in the back getting all the awesome camera shots.
Yeah, they're making sure that we're seeing the best of the action today. And that's a really important part for everyone out there watching, is that you get to see some proper gameplay now. Like you were saying, we've seen the trailers, but it's now time to see something, you know, fully fledged, in the flesh, Battlefield 1.
And here we go, folks. So we have some tank gameplay here. And X-Factor working with his teammates.
This is the Mark IV tank, I believe. He's blowing up the map, making sure he knows what's going on. There we go, smash through the wall. It's not like it's even there.
Yeah, no, the tank is absolutely brutal. So now X-Factor is going to be inside of the tank, working with Mitz here to clear this spot, and now moving over to, I believe this is going to be Stone Mountain's POV.
Yeah, I believe so. Oh, he's got one of the classic weapons out there, using the sniper rifle, one of my favorite weapons to use on the battlefield.
Okay, so now just to kind of give everyone an update as to what it is that we're going to be playing. It will be Conquest, what you know, what you love from Battlefield. 6 points up for grabs for those of you who may be new to the franchise.
Look at that tank. Look at it. It's just incredible. Look.
That is one of the heavy tanks that you're going to be seeing in play as well. Good shots, though, trying to lay down with that pistol.
Is he going to take him? Grenade going out.
You can see the bolt action shots too, and also some of the variants that you're going to see a unique. Oh, gets him right in front, but that's going to be an assist.
Fantastic. Something that you're going to see today is all the different weapons that are going to be available, and well, there are quite a lot of them we're going to get through today, and loads of different perspectives. So you'll get an all-round feel for Battlefield 1 in the Conquest game mode.
Yeah, this is looking insane right now.
This cinematic shot. Look at all the players running around. It's fantastic.
Good stuff indeed. So continue to move forward, trying to go for that cheeky no-scope. Not going to find that one. But progress continuing on forward. Blue team currently, if I'm reading that screen correctly, has 2 points, working on A and E as well.
They're leading 26-19 as well, which means they've got the upper hand so far.
German Empire versus the United Kingdom.
Look
Airplane battle. Now, when I did the Battlefield 4 Showdown, one of my favorite things to capture were the airplane battles, right? And here we are yet again with the biplanes, something that I don't think... Got
nearly
up there. That would have been bad, man.
That would have been bad.
That would not have been good. And you could see, actually, that... Oh, no, don't go to the ground. Okay, well, he's out of there.
Just taking a quick pit stop, that's all.
Yeah, you know, just
look at the scenery, though.
Emergency landing.
Everything going on around you. There's tanks on the ground, all the airplanes up in the sky.
Now we have 24 to 36, and Monastery currently being capped here. Let's see what X-Factor can do. Working with Major Nelson as well, and Richard Sherman, as well as one cheesy Mopo. Great name.
Using the SMG. Oh, wait. Pulling up one of the mounted weapons.
Yeah, the mounted weapons here, of course, if you're holding off on this flank here, you have to be very mindful too, because tanks can come in and just shred that wall.
Yeah,
right. If you think you're going to be able to maintain position there for a long time, as soon as they get wind that you're holding that spot, they can send a tank there and just absolutely destroy. And a couple things to note about the tank classes as well: it is an actual class that you select, and then you go into the game with the tank class, which has its own gun, its own tools, all these different items. You can pick up a tank from the battlefield as you would in other battlefields, but now with the tank class system, it is a class designated to vehicle drivers.
Correct. So if you want to spawn in and make sure you are that tank driver, when you pop out of it, if you ever have to leave it for any reason, you will have your own loadout, which is something a little bit different that we haven't seen before.
Keep in mind too, the red team has the lead here, and they have managed to get out of this one. Look at Jamie Foxx.
He's really getting into it, isn't he?
Yeah, he's going in. He's singing to the camera. Honestly, I'm sweating right now. It's
the emotion.
It's the emotion. Look at it. You saw his eyes. You saw the love in his eyes. You know, the love and the pain. Oh, man, goodness. So we got a lot of action going on, though, inside of the monastery here.
Look at it. It's already fully destroyed.
Yeah,
it's fantastic. The scenery that's on offer. Oh, taken out.
Nice.
Taken out.
Nice stuff. So Celatrix going to get that kill, or that drop there. Let's see what we have as we potentially switch perspectives. And you saw right there, as a matter of fact, too, that was
the way that you spawn in.
Yeah, I was hoping that we could have actually caught that view for a brief moment, because it is so cool how you spawn into the game. So in previous Battlefield titles, you had a 2D map that just showed you where everything was going on in the battlefield, right?
Yep, correct.
This time around, though, that map that was once 2D, that is the actual game itself. Like the match that is taking place, all the players move, you can see the explosions happening throughout the battlefield. It's all there. And then when you spawn in, you actually swoop into it. Good stop there. And again, trying to see who is that. It's going to be Doom 49.
Yeah.
So it will be Doom 49.
Oh, can he take him? Oh, he got the assist. He got the assist. I mean, you were going back. Let's go back to the spawn screen. It gives you a feeling like where you're zooming in, you're a lot more aware of what's going on around you, because you can see the explosion. You can see that player moving. If an enemy's spotted up, then it gives you the chance to maybe switch where you might want to spawn, so you don't die as soon as you jump in.
Yeah, it's a really just cool looking moment too when you swoop into that site. But here we go, over to Matt's perspective here, as he's just going to...
Going in with the SMG, nice close quarters weapon.
That's right. Good
using it to full effect.
Multiple variants as well for that one that players are going to have the option to use here in this particular build. And I think that was an anti-tank grenade that he just picked up there. And check out Snoop Dogg. He's waiting to see if anyone's going to charge up on this trench here, trying to work with his teammates.
Well, you can see the concentration. Look at all these players. They're all just looking out, going, right, well, I've got to really concentrate here. I've got to make sure that I'm in... Look, you can see Stone Mountain there just behind. He's making sure that, see, he's telling his players what to do.
Getting the troops to fall in line, man. Getting the troops. And here we go. So this is the spawn system. You just swoop right into it, and you go right into the vehicle, or wherever you decide to go. It is so cool.
That was just awesome to see. I mean, that kind of mechanic. I mean, the spawn screen is one of the most valuable things you can look at, because you can really help change the way the battle's moving. And if you can see all that information in front of you, it's so much more helpful.
And there are a variety of items that you could use as well, gadgets that you'll see players use. I think we saw the anti-vehicle grenade just a little while ago. Back over to the spawn again, and
moving in with Major Nelson here.
Yep, Major Nelson.
See what he can do.
Leading the troops. Actually, I believe this is Rival X. I think this is X Factor.
You think it's X Factor?
No offense to Larry. Love Larry to death. Good friend of mine. I just haven't seen Larry move like this in quite a while. So I don't know if that's Major Nelson. But here comes the airship, Westy.
This is the special bit. So what you've got is an extremely powerful piece of weaponry right here. Is it the British Army have got this one right now?
Yeah, so because of that, the way it works essentially is that you want to look at it as when the team is down, it's that last-ditch opportunity, that last effort to be able to get back into the game. And the airship, if used properly, can cause a lot of damage. It is an incredible piece of weaponry, a behemoth, if you will.
I mean, obviously, though, it's a huge target. As we can see, it's getting shot already. So it's not something that you're likely to miss in the sky, but all that power right there. If you were down and you needed to take a couple of flags back in Conquest, this could give you the power to do that. You can absolutely obliterate people with the guns that are on it. Infantry don't stand a chance. So it really is the last ditch, but you could turn things around.
The plane just landed right in front of us. And good shot there. And look at Terry Crews throwing down on the PC. That's what's up, man. You know, just looking for that opportunity. I think he found someone in front of him and now he's just yelling.
Yeah, well, I mean, again, it's the emotion. Raw emotion. On board with Snoop Dogg. He's in one of the tanks, I think. Or is it the armored car? I think it might be the tank.
Yeah, I think that is the tank there. And over here, Stone Mountain's POV dealing with a lot of pressure. And Sea-Nanners coming out of nowhere, giving him the business. That's unfortunate. One
thing we did see there was one of the new movement mechanics, the way that you can pull yourself up on top. You might have just seen it before the guy hit the floor. You can now pull yourself up onto cover that's a lot higher than you, so you can use the cover to your advantage, or you can drop down behind it, but then you can spring out in surprise as well.
So there are different kinds of movement mechanics in the game that are new. As you had mentioned before, the high vault, as it's called, you know, in other Battlefield games, there may have been like a gate or like, you know, stone fencing or something like that that you couldn't quite get over. Now you can. It's just all one fluid motion. Look at the tank just running through everyone here. I don't even know who's in that tank, but he is looking to cause some damage.
Yeah.
And here's a couple of interesting notes about the tank too. So you can actually target damage tanks this time around, right?
Correct.
So if I want to eliminate the treads, I can eliminate the treads. I can do the best I can to... Whoa, okay.
That was interesting. But yeah, like you say, the damage is individual to certain parts, but it's not just these tanks that we've got here. There are different types of tanks in Battlefield 1. So you've got light tanks, medium tanks, and heavy tanks. Obviously, the name will tell you a little bit about what they do, but a light tank can only hold one player, so you could be very effective on your own. But if you want to sit down with some of your squad mates, you can move into a medium tank. That's got 3 seats in it. And if you really want to take your full squad in a tank and you want to go bowling around the battlefield and just causing absolute havoc, then you can use one of the heavy tanks. That's got 5 seats in it.
Yeah, and another thing to note as well about, you know, just the tanks in general, they are tied to those specific classes, right? They contain a variety of weapons depending on the situation, but most importantly, though, they contain a repair hammer, right, which you can use to actually give yourself that, you know, to keep you alive and keep the tank going. Also, another thing to note too, and I do want to talk about this, you can actually self-repair your tank.
Yes, you can.
So you can stay in the tank, but there's a trade-off, right? Like all things, there's a trade-off. You actually cannot get out of the tank. You can't move, you can't fire, you can't do anything. You're kind of a sitting duck. So while you can't repair, you can't do a lot of things. And by the way,
he's parachuting out.
Oh, this is it. This is what we were waiting for. Just raining destruction on his opponent here. Finds one in front of him. He's just going to land on this building.
Here we go. Is he going to make it?
Nice. Good stuff there.
Takes him down. No, but that's one thing about the airship. If you do spawn in, you happen to be in one of the weapons, you want to get back into the action. Maybe you want to get a little bit closer to the enemy. You think you can do some damage. Well, you can just jump out, parachute down, and get straight back into the battle.
And another thing, you see that bayonet there, right? The bayonet, if you're sprinting and then you hit a specific button, you can actually go a little bit faster. Not only is it a good escape mechanic, potentially, if you're in a bit of a sticky situation, but if you just charge right into someone, you're going to take them out. Here we go, folks. The airship has been destroyed, and it is going to drop another incredible factoid about this airship, guys. It doesn't matter where it, like, there's no, like, pre-programmed, like, this is where this is going to fall. No, it falls anywhere. All those buildings down there are going to be destroyed.
Just watch this.
Oh,
it's
my
incredible.
Goodness. This is crazy. No, why would you go there? That is insane.
Not just that, but once it's hit the ground, its carcass stays there as well. So you have to battle it out, moving through all of this like metal that's just crashed into the ground.
It's a ruin at that point.
Obviously, we saw a little bit of first person, a little bit of third person there. But the first time I saw that, when I got to play this game, everybody just stood still and watched it. It was absolutely incredible to watch.
Awesome stuff. And there you can see the remnants of what was there past the airship.
It looks fantastic, doesn't it?
And it also just creates a whole new, you know, gameplay element too, right? Because now you got to bob and weave through this metal.
Yeah, I mean, like, you could have like taken cover behind some of those buildings. That's not gonna be the case anymore. Plus, let's say that it does land on all those buildings. You've got that close quarters environment. Well, now you get to see players that are a little bit further away, so it changes up the game a little bit.
Here we go, X Factor Gaming.
Nice view of the town here, actually. This is a nice shot. So you can see all of these buildings here, I believe, can be destroyed.
And there's Captain Sparkles in the tank there, getting a little reckless. Finds one in front of him there. That's going to be a good pickup. Looking for a second kill as well. He's going to get the second pick. Good job indeed from X Factor Gaming. Every time we've gone on perspective with him, he has been a beast, just doing the dirty work, man.
I expect nothing less from X Factor. If you've ever played with him or you've ever had the opportunity to see him play, he is just an extremely good Battlefield player.
Oh, but just as we say that.
Oh, well, it's the curse of the commentator, isn't it?
it's your fault. And there you have it, folks. Congratulations. It was awesome. If I'm correct, I believe that was the German Empire who came out on top of that victory.